What's up, DC Nation? Welcome back to another video. And guys, if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. And YouTube channel, make sure to subscribe because I release great DC Comics content every day that you don't want to miss. Now guys, Battle Last #1. This is my favorite evil Batman tie-in. It's very interesting. The whole Joker-Batman hybrid, like the twists and turns throughout the issue is really good. And I'm excited to explain it to you guys. I'll also be reviewing it by the end of the video. So yeah guys, without further ado, let's get to the Battle Last #1. So guys, diving right in, we got a dope cover right here. Guys, this cover looks amazing. Like, you see the Batman Last, he has like the chains and like the evil Robins literally just running at the page. Yeah, the other covers look great. Like the Red Death one looks great. The Devastator one looks great with him on like a gargoyle. That's really cool. But this one, the cover, it just screams Joker. Like, it just makes me think of Joker and Batman combined, which is great. And guys, it's written by James Tynion IV, which is actually probably one of his best work, I think, because it's a really good issue. And James Tynion, or Tynion, however you pronounce his last name, usually overwrites a little bit, but here he doesn't. He actually writes very smoothly, and it's really good. And then the art is Riley Rossmo, and usually I don't like his art, but his art here fits it so perfectly. Like guys, usually Riley Rossmo, his artwork's very weird, it doesn't work as well. Like the only other series other than this issue that works very well is probably the Batman the Shadow series, which is like a 6-issue miniseries they cross over, which is really good, and Riley Rossmo's art fits perfectly there, and it fits good here. But in terms of like other stories, his art just doesn't fit. But good news, Batman Last and all the sinister stuff that happens in this issue, it fits perfectly with Riley Rossmo's art. Now guys, diving in, we first off, we see Batman Last, and he has like a deck of cards. You have like this whole table, it's a black background, and it's pretty much explaining like, oh, there's Superman, who's like an outsider who came to help. Wonder Woman, who's always fighting for everything and be like right. There's Batman, who's always like striving to be better in the darkest times. And it's like, then there's the Joker. He's like, he's pretty much like a wild card, and he's always unpredictable. Like, he's never predictable, and you can't really tell what he's gonna do next. And this is pretty much the story of what happens when Joker goes full on. Like, he's not just insane, but he's so unpredictable, pretty much all of Gotham is falling. And guys, we shift to Earth 22, right? Gotham saved many years ago in the Dark Multiverse, and we see all of Gotham is just getting destroyed, and it's pretty crazy. And we see Batman on the floor, he's tied up, and Batman is pretty much bleeding from his mouth, he can't talk, and Joker is explaining to him like, oh, it took a little while, but I figured out how to pretty much end this whole rivalry between you and me forever. It's been going on so long, and guys, this goes back to like the Killing Joke. In the Killing Joke, Batman actually asked the question, he's like, some day, this thing's gonna have to end between us. Like, one of us is either gonna die, or you're gonna go good. So Batman and Joker, the rivalry has to eventually end, and that's what Joker's trying to accomplish here. And Joker's pretty much killed a lot of people already in this whole assault on Gotham, and he's telling a story about Commissioner Gordon. He's like, that poor guy, I killed him too. Pretty much when he infected with like the Joker gas or the Joker toxin, and as Commissioner Gordon was dying, pretty much laughing to death, he was trying to say his daughter's name, Barbara, who was Batgirl. And guys, as you remember in like the Killing Joke, Joker shot Batgirl and pretty much posted pictures showing Gordon pretty much like inflicting trauma on him. Like, Joker has done some like bad things, and he's pretty much showing this and telling to Batman's face and laughing about it. And Joker tells him, he's like he killed all the different villains. He went throughout the city, killed off Penguin, killed off Catwoman, killed off the Riddler, a lot of bad stuff. And Joker's like, what happens when the joke goes too far? It's time to end it. Batman's pretty much stuck, he can't say anything, and then what we see is Joker's like bringing the family on, and we see a family. He's like, oh, it happened this way, right? How your parents died? Pretty much it's a family of two, mother and father and daughter, and they're walking out of a theater, right? And Joker shoots the mother, shoots the father, and we see the pretty much daughter, she's freaked out. She's like, what's going on? And Joker's like, it's fine, don't be worried. You're gonna be the first little kid to live in the new city built by me and Batman, working together. And Batman's like, no, don't do it. And you see her slowly start to laugh, and she pretty much dies right in front of Batman. It's like pretty sinister stuff, guys. And then Joker's like, there you go, bring on the next family. And Joker's like, you're gonna keep having to watch this, Batman. And the next family's coming by, and Joker's about to shoot, but Batman just jumps out. He's like, Joker! He jumps at him, and he's like, stop! And Joker's like, finally, let's do it. And he's pretty much like, unleashed, like, kill me. Because that's what Joker wants to do with this. He wants Batman to kill him, and then Batman becomes him. So that's pretty bad. But Batman jumps on Joker. He's like, stop. He's beating the crap out of Joker as he's saying, like, stop doing this. And Joker's like, it's gonna keep happening. If you don't kill me, I'm gonna keep killing people. I'm gonna keep pretty much inflicting all this trauma on people. And Batman finally decides he breaks Joker's neck. Yep, he breaks Joker's neck. And you see Batman, like a little toxin comes out. You see Joker is dead in Batman's arm. He's smiling. You see this green toxin going to Batman's face. You're like, what's that? Oh, crap. Batman's gonna be infected with the Joker toxin. Now, not in the way that, oh, he's gonna die from laughing. No, he's gonna be inflicted with the madness. And now we're gonna have like an evil Batman. So yeah, we go pretty much 2 days later, and all these different kids who were like injected with the Joker toxin are at like the Watchtower. And you see Batman, Superman in there. Batman's talking to Superman, telling him he's like, he was dying, Clark, about Joker. And Batman's like, I don't know how chemicals came out of him. They hit me. I don't know what's happening to me. He's like, I think I'm fine, but I had to end it. I had to kill the Joker because he was just pushing it too far. And Superman's like, are you alright? And Batman's like, yeah, I think I'm fine. He's like, if you're asking whether I'm going to slide down the slippery slope, like, is he going to go insane? He's like, no, I won't. It's okay. And Superman's like, that's all I want to hear. And we see him talking, and Superman's like, I spoke to Star Labs. They can't really cure these kids. Like, they're pretty much all insane now. And Superman tells the story, like, yeah, one of, like, the nurses, I think it was, like, one of the psychologists tried to help out this little kid, but the kid slit her throat. And Batman laughs. He's like, ha. And Superman's like, what the hell, what's wrong with you? And Batman's like, oh, sorry, that wasn't funny. So it shows that Batman is going insane. So 3 days later, we see the Bat family, and we see Batgirl, Tim, Nightwing, and Jason Todd. Damian's not here, we don't know where he is. And we see them fighting out these different 3 hours. They've been fighting out these different Batbots, which is usually for like training, right? But the Bat family hasn't trained like this in a while. So they're kind of surprised. Nightwing's like, why is he doing this? And Tim's like, I don't know, but I know how to disable these bots. He's disabling them. Tim's doing a good job. Barbara's like, but we need a plan. We need to figure out what Batman's hiding. And Nightwing just straight up beats a body. He's like, hey, Bruce, come out. I know you're hiding something, but we're your family. Just explain it to us. And that's when Batman comes out and he tells you he's been hiding behind a computer this whole time for like a week since he killed the Joker. And he says like pretty much a chemical is exposed to me, probably Joker toxin, and I'm going insane and I can't deal with it. I don't want to hurt anybody. I've been like stuck in this loop trying to figure this out. And Tim's like, have you told anybody? And Batman's like, no, I haven't told anybody. You're the first one that I'm telling this. And pretty much Diana's like, don't worry, we can do this, Bruce. And Bruce's like, hey, we gotta figure out a way how to stop this. She's like, maybe we can put you somewhere and cage you up before you turn, or put you in the Phantom Zone. And they're all going over like brainstorming ideas to stop this. And we see Batman, he's kind of smiling. Which is kind of weird. It's like a picture, you zoom in, and Batman's smiling. And we're like, this ain't good. This is not gonna turn out well. But then he goes back to being serious. He's like, no, none of that will work. We need to figure out a better way. And Barbara's like, don't worry, we'll help you out. You've helped us out. This is what you've been training us for. And Nightwing says the same thing. It's like, we've been waiting for this whole time. We've all been inflicted with trauma by the Joker. Nightwing, he's been inflicted trauma on him. Barbara got shot. Jason got killed. Tim, he's had some stuff done to him by the Joker. Like, Joker's done lots to the Bat family. And Nightwing's like, this is the final joke. This is his last thing he's gonna do. If we stop this, there's no more trauma. And Nightwing's like, you prepared us for this. And Batman's like, yeah, that's the reason I brought you here. You got you four, Jason, Barbara, Tim, and Dick, or you guys are pretty much the very first ones to find out because you're smart. I trained you. And that's why I need to get rid of you. And Nightwing's like, what are you doing? And that's where freaking Batman pulls out guns and shoots Jason in the head, shoots at Nightwing, shoots Barbara, shoots Tim. They're all dead. And you see pretty much Batman just laughing as he just guns them down. And it's a pretty gruesome sight. He goes from pretty much calm Bruce to pretty much laughing and saying something you weren't prepared for. They weren't prepared for Batman to just like unleash and kill him. So this is a big scene. There's a big twist in the book. And what we see next is pretty much 1 week later at the Watchtower. We see one woman dead. We see Flash in the background. He's dead. We see Martian Manhunter cut in half, guys. Like, he's cut in half and his head's actually detached too. And then we see like Plastic Man dead. Hawkman in space, way in the back. He's dead. and we see Superman's eyes are red. He's walking around kind of like a zombie, like he's like pretty much had a lot of trauma. And Batman Who Laughs comes out. He's telling them, I was in the Watchtower for all this time, planning to beat all of you. Because if anything went wrong, but now that I'm evil and I have pretty much Joker's madness, I can use all this stuff to kill you. He's like, too bad I can only kill you once, because there's so many ways that I'd like to kill you. He's telling this to Superman, and Superman's like, don't do this. This is evil. Stop, Bruce. And pretty much Batman Who Laughs is like, this is going to be way better. This will be very fun. Because Superman's like, when you beat all of us, all the civilians, all of Earth will go against you. They'll fight back. And Batman Who Laughs is like, I hope they do, because it's going to be fun to kill them. And we see Lois and John. John has red eyes. He's like pretty much scared. Lois is like, what are you doing? What's going on, Clark? And Batman Who Laughs pretty much tells them that, hey, there's this thing called Black Kryptonite, and it makes a Kryptonian or a Superman/Supergirl evil. And he's like, I pretty much infected Superman and Superboy with this Black Kryptonite, so they're going to turn evil and kill Lois and kill each other soon. And Batman Who Laughs like, I used it on Supergirl. She killed her whole family, all the people, all her friends, everyone she knew, and then she died because she pretty much decomposed from this Black Kryptonite. Now, then Batman Who Laughs comes out, and you see Damian Wayne, and he's like a hood, he's an evil Robin, and Superman's like, you did this to your own son? Why would you do this, Bruce? And Batman Who Laughs, he pulls out the Black Kryptonite, and he pretty much throws that at Superman, and he's laughing as pretty much Superman and John are pretty much tearing Lois apart. They're killing Lois. And Batman Who Laughs draws a smiley face with blood on the window, and he's just laughing. And then we shift to pretty much him on like a throne of pretty much dead skulls. Like, that's pretty gruesome. You have the evil Robins around him, and you see him, he's like, every villain, everyone on Earth, I eventually just destroyed it because all the villains went against me. I was pretty much Batman and Joker combined. He's explaining this to this guy, and we'll get to that guy soon. But he's explaining stories like, pretty much all these villains, they try to go against me. I killed them. I made up a plan. I was pretty much planned for everything. Killed all the heroes. Killed everyone. He's like, but I knew it felt right, but I knew I would have potential to do more. And that's when Barbados came along. And he saw that I had greater purpose. And I was ready for it. He pretty much told me that this Earth was destroyed, my Earth, but now there's another Earth that I can inflict chaos on. And that's when Barbados, Batman Who Laughs, went to the regular multiverse, the positive multiverse, and he met with all the evil Batman, Red Death, Bird Machine, Dawnbreaker, the Drowning, the Devastator, and pretty much all this has been going on. No heroes can stop them. The dark multiverse is coming into our Earth, pretty much the positive multiverse, and Batman Who Laughs is like, this is all because of me, and he's just laughing, guys. He's happy about this. And then we see him, and we see this huge splash page to explain this. Batman was the king of planning everything. He's very smart, but he would never like win the war because he had this rule of not killing, of not going into madness. And he's like, the Joker card can be used in like a deck, and it can like stop everything, but it can always be beat by like a king. But if you combine those two, you combine the king and the Joker, you have an unstoppable force that can never be beat. And Batman Who Laughs is like, that's pretty much what I am. I'm unstoppable. You can't beat me. I have the smarts of Batman. I plan for everything, but I also have the madness and unpredictability of Joker. And you see him talking to this guy. He's pretty much bandaged. You can't see his face, and he's like, yes, a Hannibal Lecter type chair thing. He's in like Hannibal Lecter type wraps and a chair, and he's just like sitting there listening to all this. And Batman Who Laughs is talking to him, and it's pretty much like a resemblance from the beginning when Batman couldn't talk as all this madness was going on. So now this guy, he can't talk as all this madness is going on throughout the multiverse. And Batman Who Laughs explained that you've seen a lot of crisis, you've seen all this bad stuff happening, you were able to stop it, you were always able to like plan for it. But with me and Barbados, you can't. And Batman Who Laughs then burns the Joker card, puts it down, and he says that soon the dark multiverse will be here. And we see this awesome splash page right here. Like, look at that. We see an evil Superman that has like a big like teeth all around. Looks like he's gonna bite you. Like, if I saw that, that'd be scary. And then you see like these evil Martian Manhunters, evil Wonder Womans, evil Green Lanterns, evil everything. And Batman Who Laughs is like, it's coming soon. And it's like, a Batman who laughs is a Batman who wins. And he just starts laughing. and then it says continue in Dark Knight's Metal number 4. Now guys, pretty much, not spoiler alert, but if you haven't read issue number 6, I would stop here, go read, or actually go check out my video where I explain it. But if you have read and you know that story, then you know that the guy who's wrapped up in what the battle lasts is the Monitor. Now, the Monitor, he pretty much has, at the beginning of creation of the Anti-Monitor, he was like the protector of the multiverse, so like, but he's always teamed up with the heroes to stop like evil villains like Superboy Prime, different like Anti-Monitor from like destroying the multiverse. But now he can't fight out that Batman Last or Barbados because he's chained up, he's pretty much captive, and he has to rely on Batman and Superman to save the day. But as we know at this part of the storyline, they're pretty much stuck at the World Force. They can't do anything with Wonder Woman, between Contra, they're fighting off different things. So it's a pretty crazy storyline, and the Batman Last explain that they're like one of the greatest villains that these heroes have ever fought. But guys, for the explain part out of this video, let's get to my review of Batman Last number 1. Now guys, this issue was really good, mainly because like Riley Rossmo's art really sold like the sinister quality of it. Like that double page splash page of all the evil versions of Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, and Wonder Woman, really, like, it looked scary. It looked really good. And guys, especially that page where Batman just like guns down the Bat family, that was just crazy. When I first read this, I was like, what? Like, it went from, oh, this is a good comic, like, okay, I'm interested in the Batman Last, oh, wait, what did he just do? Like, it's that crazy. And seeing the Batman slowly go into madness, and seeing, like, we've seen before in, like, Joker and Batman storylines that Joker is killing people, and he's trying to make Batman turn to, like, madness, but Batman's never done this. So with this storyline, he actually did, so that's really interesting, I like that. And guys, with the ending, with the whole Monitor, Batman Last just talking to him how, oh, you can't fight the darkness, Barbados and me are the greatest villains you have ever faced off. Well, that's not true now, because obviously in Dark Knight's Death Metal coming up, we got Perpetual now, and that's pretty powerful, so that's exciting to see what Batman Last is going to do there. But the Batman Last is one of like the best characters created in recent memory, because he's pretty simple if you think about it. Batman and Joker combined, that's it. But how he's used and how he's executed all the crazy stuff he does, going against Lex Luthor and Year the Villain, teaming up with the Legion of Doom, but then backstabbing them, all that different stuff really like develops his character and makes it one of my favorite DC villains. Like, he's nowhere near Joker, like obviously, like Joker's always going to be one of the best DC villains, if not the best. But Batman Last does rank up in the best, like with Lex Luthor and Joker. But guys, overall, I'm going to give this issue a 9.2 out of 10. It's a great issue, totally recommend it. If you guys are going to read at least one Evil Batman tie-in, I would read this one first. Because yeah, afterwards you'd be like, wow, that's pretty gruesome, that's sinister stuff. Like, you'll feel like that, but at the same time you'll be like, that's good writing, it's good art, and it just makes Batman Last different. Like, he's not one of those villains who are like, oh, I want to destroy the world, I want to do this. It's not like generic. No, he's Batman Joker, one of the best like characters in all of history, like all of pop culture combined. Like, that's just really cool. But yeah guys, if you like the video, give a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe to all these great DC content every day that you don't want to miss. And yeah guys, that's the video, and peace out.